All right, I just hit record. Welcome everyone to our Plan Your Week Zoom. It is one of my favorite, and it's not just because I'm obviously hosting, but I feel like by implementing these things that we talk about, it has really changed my intention with my business. And my word for the year is intentionality. So I am all about planning and making sure that I'm living my business intentionally because we are business owners. And if you are treating your, well, I guess use it. Sorry. If you're treating your business like a hobby, you can expect to get paid like a hobby. But if you want your business to truly pay you like a business, you need to start treating it like a business. Did you want to add anything right away, Star?
No, ma'am, I'm ready to get to business, get to work. Make sure you guys have pen and paper or another device if typing is your thing. We got a lot of good stuff to cover today.
Yes, we do. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is I actually started reading this book called The Nuclear Effect. And I'm going to type it so you guys can have this if it's something that you want to read. And it's the 6 pillars of building a 7+ figure online business. And I'm like, yes, please. I would love 7 figures. So give me all the information. But the thing that I've taken away the most from it right now is how you're marketing. And it applies directly to what we talk about every single week on this Zoom, is how you're intentionally marketing towards your audience. So I'm going to briefly talk about what it was talking about. And then we can go into planning the week day by day, because I feel like I've really intentionally, Star and I work together really intentionally to make sure that we're giving the best advice when it comes to social media. And this directly ties into it. So the first thing is you got to understand that people in your audience are on different levels as far as where their thought process is to either using the products or joining your business. They break it into a couple different lanes. So there's like the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. So when we're talking about the sidewalk, and like I said, there's people that are watching you, that are watching your journey, that are watching you talk about your products, talking about your business, that are in different places mentally. And we need to make sure that when we're marketing throughout the week, that we're hitting on each of those people, that we're not just marketing to one specific lane, because if we could potentially miss the other 2 lanes if we're just talking to people that are maybe in the fast lane all the time, which I feel like a lot of us do. We're talking like this person's ready to go, they're going to order now, but we got to understand that there's other people that are also in different thought processes, that we need to make sure that we are speaking to them too. So the first one is the sidewalk. These are people that are not quite ready to buy what you have to offer. And what our job is to really clarify the problem that they're having and how it's costing them, what it's costing them. So they might understand that they have an issue, but they don't know how severe their issue is. So like maybe they're the mom that's like, they are tired, but they don't understand how it's really affecting the rest of their life. Or maybe they are paying their bills okay, but they're not understanding how, like, if an emergency arises, they're not prepared. So our job to the person that's on the sidewalk is to paint the picture of how their problem is costing them and like what their problem is. So the second one is called the slow lane. They know they actively have a problem. They just need proof that there's something out there that will work for them. So this can manifest for us in our marketing as us talking about showing different before and afters as proof that the products work, or utilizing testimonials from other customers to show them that it works, or the business opportunity, sharing your story about how you've been able to do certain things, or proof that you're making a change. And that's why it's so important for us to show up and talk about the things that we're accomplishing with the business so that we can be that proof for people that are in the slow lane that it is going to move them into the fast lane. They just need that additional nudge and what's the word I'm trying to think of? They just need the affirmation that this is going to work. So then we have the fast lane. They know they have a problem. They understand that what you have is a potential solution for them, but they just need you to like give them that extra nudge. So that might look like you being the authority figure. So you showing them why you're so different. Why, or like how do you treat your customers differently? How do you treat your promoters differently than other people? Like, how do you build your community differently? Because you guys, our timelines are flooded with people that have businesses and health and wellness products. What is going to separate us from them? What is going to separate you from even another Thrive leader? Because there could be a potential that, let me get a drink of water, that they're seeing 2 Thrivers on their timeline, but what makes you different? Is it that you do certain things for your customers? Is it that they just need the confidence that you're the right person to go to? Like they see the problem, they see you have a solution, but they just need to know that you're the authority figure and how you're going to help them. So like, again, with the products, do you do something differently? Do you have a community for helping people that are on the products? Do you follow up with your customers consistently? Do you send them out gifts? So if you're like, you need to demonstrate that you take care of people. So for customers, that you take care of them. So showing that you're doing thank you cards and sending out things like that, or that you're following up with your customers. Demonstrate that you have a level of care, because people have been burned by other industry or other companies before where they just get signed on and they're left. So they want to have the confidence that if they come to you, you're going to take care of them. Then with the business, they need to understand that if they are going to be going into the business, first of all, they're probably apprehensive because they're scared. Maybe they have some sort of fear that is holding them back from actually making the commitment. Like they can see how you've changed your life. They can see like this is a possible thing for them, but there is a piece of fear that's holding them back that you need to address, and you need to really put their mind at ease about. So talking about how you help people achieve their bonuses, that this is a community that you create, that they're not alone, that you provide them with the right resources. You need to paint the picture for those things too, so that when they're having a fear, they're like, oh, I might be afraid, but I know that she will take care of me, or he will take care of me. So you need to paint that picture for the people in the fast lane that are like ready to go. So as we're moving into our days, there are going to, like, I try to touch on every single one of those things so that you're hitting people at multiple levels in their mindset. And this will accelerate your business so much more. Something else that I wanted to say, give me a minute. I got to just flip back through. It was like a huge aha for me. And you have to be relevant in communicating who you are and what you have to offer. So that's where like your personality comes in. That's important. You sharing your life, that's important, but also you sharing what you have to offer. If you're not talking about the business and the products on a consistent basis, people won't know you have something to offer. And if you're not showing up consistently, then they're not going to trust you. The more truth that we bring, the more relevant we can be to the people who need to know that they're here to help them, connect with them, and help them with their vision, is a quote from the book. There was something else. We need to break through all the noise, you guys. There is so much noise on Facebook. There's so much noise on Instagram of other people doing other businesses, that we need to be differentiating why we're different. And if you keep showing up to people consistently, it sets you apart. And because you keep showing up on their timeline, they feel like they have to take a position on the things that you're saying. So that's kind of, that book is so good, you guys. I recommend reading it if you're really wanting to further your business and you need self-development. But here's the thing, you got to put action to anything you're doing self-development. You can't just read, you can't just watch a video, you can't just be on the Zoom. Like, cool, we have a community, but like, I'm not here to just tell you about all the things that I do. I want you guys to implement the things so that you can see growth in your business. If you're sitting on a Zoom for an hour and you don't do anything after, you literally are wasting your time. Did you want to add anything, Star?
Yeah. And that's why I said, like, the beginning of this, make sure you have, something to take notes with, because I do know sometimes, and it's cool, I hope people do watch the replay, but I do notice sometimes, like in the comments, people will say that they're driving. And I'm like, well, how are they planning their week if they're driving? Like, I hope that they're listening to the replay. You have to be intentional, like come here and actually write this stuff down. Like, even if you don't have time to really like prepare the actual post, just taking notes about what the post will be about is a huge help.
Oh, for sure. Like, if you're not intentional with your business,
yeah,
don't expect your business to pay you like a business. You are business owners. Don't think like you are. I mean, I understand that some people might have the mindset that they just want to help people or like whatever, especially when you initially enter. Like, sometimes you can't grasp the vision of what this can really do for you. But chances are, if you're on this Zoom right now, that you want this to do something for your life, but you cannot have this do something for your life if you're not treating it like it's a legitimate business, you guys. We get a 1099, we get write-offs, you work from home. Like, I can tell you from my experience, I definitely get paid with this. Like, it's a job, if not better. So it is legitimate, but you have to be willing to put the work in and implement the things that you hear people talking about. So
I'm gonna spin off that really, really quick. And you're right, like for folks that are like newer coming in here, it is kind of tough to grasp the vision, like what exactly this opportunity can do for you. So if you're here with the intent of helping change other people's lives, use that too. Because listen, guys, with success comes money. With money comes the opportunity to make even bigger impacts in people's lives. Of course, the 3 steps help people, but, I'm looking forward to being able to, build and run my own shelter. And for that, I need success here. For that, I need to make money. So that's another thing that I'm keeping in mind.
Oh, for sure. Like, here's the thing. This is the vehicle that could help you unlock the things that you really want to do with your life. And like, maybe you don't want to, like, I don't know what, like, you don't want to speak on stage one day, or you don't want to host like Saturday Zooms, and that's fine. But know that this could, like, if you have dreams of like doing stuff like Star said, like opening up a shelter, or like a girl on my team has dreams of like doing something with like nutrition and fitness, and she really wants to help people out there. This can be the thing that unlocks your ability to do the things you want to do. If you want to write a book one day, this will help you finance that. If you're wanting to be like a motivational speaker, this will help finance that. If you're, whatever your passion is, you got to realize this is the vehicle, but if you're treating it like a hobby on a daily basis, it's not going to do that. So I saw someone say they fallen off the intentional train. Planning is 100% key, especially if you're working full-time. Absolutely 100%, 1,000%. One day of intentional planning will save you hours of work throughout the week, because then you can just focus on doing your daily IPAs, which is like connecting with people and messaging people. Like, you don't have to worry about the posts because we're giving you all the things you need to do, but you need to take the time to like prepare for it. And I understand some people work on the weekends, but like, what is your day off? Or where is your couple hours that you can plan for this? Like, it doesn't take that long to do this. Fail to plan to fail. Absolutely. So let's jump in to our weekly planning. I'm going to start with Monday, and I'm going to give you things for like a post that's non-Thrive related, a Thrive related post, what to do in your stories, and reel ideas. Now, you don't have to post a reel every single day, and I actually wouldn't even recommend that. But like if you're wanting an idea to post a reel for one of the days, or TikTok, either one, I'm going to give you an idea, and I'm going to give you the times that it's best to post reels for that specific day.
And don't forget, guys, you can also recycle your content. So if you post a TikTok one day and then the next day you want to post a reel, use a TikTok that you've made in the past. You can recycle it.
Harder, not or smarter, not
smarter,
harder.
not harder. Word up.
I was like, wait, no, that's not right.
It's all good.
So Monday, we're going to stick with the same theme because I feel like it really hit well, and consistency for you guys like is the best thing. Like, I don't want you having to like implement new strategies every single week. I want you to get into a habit. And the only way that we can get into a habit is if we have consistency. So much like last week, we're going to hit on things like Mondays are inspire, Tuesdays are educate, and we're going to keep that flow going week after week, because then your audience will start expecting those things from you, which if they can rely on you for inspiring them on Mondays and educating them on Tuesdays, they're going to continually come back to your content, whereas if you're just like posting all willy-nilly and like sometimes you're talking about this and sometimes you're talking about that and like you don't have a schedule, then it's hard for them to rely on you. But if you're consistently showing up with the same focus for the day, week after week, it helps people to rely on you, which builds trust. So with that being said, Mondays inspire. People are tired from the weekend. They need some inspiration. So sharing a motivational or inspiring quote that you find, and I used to share, like I would save an image and then post it. Like, you know, when you find quotes on Pinterest, and I would save like that image and then I would post it. But then I realized like other people were just saving the picture that I made and posting it, and I wasn't like getting any credit for it. Not saying like I need credit for it, but if you're posting quotes, you're wanting that other people to share your thing so that you can bring more people into your audience. That's the whole point behind it. So when you see an inspirational quote, take that verbiage and type it out into your post, and try to keep them short and simple so that you can place a colored background on Facebook so it stands out.
Yeah, I was going to say like a block post.
Yes. And then can you share your tip about Google again?
About what?
Remember like Google image where you can copy?
Oh, yes. So, okay, if you save the image, you pull it up in Google Photos. There is and you click on the actual picture. Okay, you have to make sure that you have to connect your phone to back up on Google Photos, so it'll load all photos in your gallery from the albums you allow it to pull from. Okay, so when you do pull up the picture in Google Photos, at the bottom there's going to be 4 icons. The third one that kind of looks like an Instagram icon, you click on that, and then it allows you to tap any text on that picture and copy text to where you, again, working smarter, not harder, you don't have to actually type it yourself. Now, sometimes there's minor errors, so definitely read through it, but I mean, it's been glorious.
Yeah. And sometimes I like change, like if it says I in the things, I'll try to change it to where it's like focused to my audience. So like, I don't know how to give an example. Like, I am intentional with my day. Like, you can be intentional with your day. You know what I mean? Like, just change that shift.
Yes, exactly. And hey, Megan, really quick, these times that you are suggesting for reels, are they in your time zone, or does it not matter what time zone?
It doesn't matter, whatever for you.
Okay, cool deal. Thank you.
You're welcome. So then we're going to go to Thrive, and this is hitting the person on the sidewalk. So maybe they aren't quite sure they have a problem yet. Maybe they can kind of see it. but we need to show them like how this is a problem. So talk about how you would try to have energy before and how it wasn't efficient. So maybe you drink lots of coffee. Talk about how many pots or cups of coffee you drink a day. Maybe you were a soda consumer. Maybe you were an energy drink consumer. Maybe like you haven't tried any, or you've never tried anything and you always just felt exhausted. Or even there's people that like are on point with their nutrition. Like I'm thinking of Chas because she had shared this before, that she was like super intentional with what she was eating. She was exercising, but she still just felt exhausted all the time. So if that was you, speak about that. So we need people to identify like the things they're doing right now aren't working for them, and start dripping how we have the solution for that. So this can be a picture of you with like grab a bunch of mugs and show like how many cups of coffee, or like you with an old empty dusty pot of coffee that you no longer use. Or for me, one time I went to a gas station and I intentionally like grabbed how many energy drinks I would drink a day and like took a picture of me holding them. Like, this is how much I used to consume in a day. So that's an idea too. So that's your Thrive thing. Stories. Talk in your stories. I'm going to push you guys outside your comfort zone. Like, do these things even if you're afraid to. Talk about what your evenings used to look like. What did they look like? So like at the end, you can do this at any point throughout the day. I think it'll especially hit well if you do it in the evening, like later on in the day, and post your stories. But people watch it for the full 24 hours. So it really doesn't matter when you're posting this. But talk about what your evenings used to look like. What did your day, and this only needs to be like 2 or 3 slides in your stories, but you need to talk in your stories. It builds connection with people, because you become not just this person that like posts stuff, but you like become a human being when you talk, and we want to build trust. So you need to talk to people. So what did your evenings look like? Would you come home from work and lay on the couch? You don't even need to talk about, you can just at the end say like, they are so much different now. Trust me. I have, like, if you're feeling like this is you, I have something that can help you. Like, you have to show what your evenings used to look like. Yes. Oh, totally. It'll totally increase your story views. Okay. Real idea. Do you want to add something?
No. I'm just going to, after you're done with that, I'm just going to dive into additional ideas.
Cool. So the real idea, these are the best times to post reels on a Monday: 6 a.m., 10 a.m., and 10 p.m. So what's a real idea you can do? Find like calming, soothing music in your reel or TikTok. It can be either one. And again, you can repurpose, like Star had mentioned. Find music that's like calming and walk people through a struggle that you overcame. So like you can talk about like this. So for example, I talked about how I used to validate myself through how other people saw me. And then I finally got the courage to leave an emotionally abusive relationship. And then I got into my faith, and I realized that the only validation I needed was from God. So I just posted like little quotes and had the music playing in the background. Whatever your specific struggle, you guys, you all have a struggle that you overcame in your life. Everyone does. Nobody is immune to struggles. We want to help people overcome their struggles, because that's what builds connection and community and relational and all those good things. So take music, walk people through a struggle you overcame. Yeah. Yeah, but you can also repurpose an idea that you have. If you're not going to post a reel on Monday, you can take the Thrive post that you made on Facebook and repurpose it for Instagram. Like, you don't have to have separate information on both platforms all the time. Like, that's exhausting. You don't need to do that. But I just want to give you ideas. Like if you want to do something different with your Instagram, here's a reel idea that you could do. Take a nice cover photo and put it on your reel. But if you're wanting organic increase in your audience, highly suggest doing that. I did a couple of reels last week. I'm just going to pull up what my analytics said to give you guys an idea. I increased my accounts reached because I did two reels last week by 70%. So if you're scared to do it, just do it, because the only way you're ever going to get better at it is if you do it. So just do it. At some point this week, you only have analytics if you have a business account. So I put mine as a business creator account. And then if you click on the 3 bars at the top, there is something that says insights, and that provides you with your insights, like how much your followers have increased, your accounts that you've reached, your interaction percentage. It tells you like what posts had the most engagement, what stories had the most engagement, all those things. Yeah, I have a creator account, and that's what I do. Reels is like TikTok for Instagram. Holy shit. 422%? That's insane. So do it, you guys. Like, I'm not just telling you this stuff to like, it works. Okay. It's the best way to organically increase your audience and interactions right now.
So Megan, I have a question.
Yeah.
I switched my Instagram over from personal to business account, and it stopped transferring. It stopped like transferring my stories over to Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you had to work around, or is there something that we can do to kind of?
You got to connect your Facebook, I believe.
Yeah, they were connected before I switched it, and then I went back and reconnected it after switching over.
Do you have a business or creator account?
I switched it to business.
Switch it to creator, because business might actually make you connect to a business page. Whereas
that's exactly what happened to me too. Before I realized like, oh no, wait a minute, I want to use creator.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want to add your stuff?
Oh, my turn. Sorry.
Yep, your turn.
Okay, so so for TikTok, you can do like one key tip to having success in your business. Like for example, I did a TikTok, and my tip was to just be yourself. And guys, if you want to look for examples, you can feel free to check out my TikTok, my Instagram, whatever it be. I'm not claiming to be perfect. This is just for ideas. So Star Marie 13 on TikTok and Star Marie 113 on Instagram. On Instagram, you can do a reel or even a post on what to do if you quote unquote fail at, and make that at like your ideal customer's goal. So like mine was overcoming anxiety. And then just another posting idea, you don't have to use it. We're just giving you guys ideas. Is like for Inspire, do like a selfie accountability post. Share how like one piece of your past has been holding you back, and then how you plan to overcome it, overcome that limiting belief, or maybe a bad habit that you used to have. And you can most definitely throw in Thrive, because how it helps with motivation to rise above. So those are just the ideas that I have that I used last week. This challenge group that I'm in has been helping out big time with like ideas and, what to use for content, and again, recycling content on different platforms. That my mom, she had like 400 and some or 300 and some added to her reach. That's because of the challenge group with these prompts that we have been given to use. So just paying it forward, basically.
Yeah, for sure. Prompts are important. And I think I have a couple where did I put them? That we can use too. That I pulled. this.
Sorry. And to answer Mallory, your question, no, it's just something that I found on Instagram. You had to register by a certain day, but I'm literally sharing everything that they give us there, that they've given us there. And then yes, Star Marie 13 on TikTok, and then Star Marie 113 for January. So, and somebody asked me why 113. It's my birthday, January 13th. I got a direct message. I wanted to answer that.
Awesome. And like where she said like a thing that you've overcome, you could use that for reels too, because we talked about that.
Yes.
That's so good. Tuesday, we're going to educate. Do a quick live teaching something, anything, quickly. So like if you're good at cooking, cook a meal quick. Or if you're good at meal prepping, like just explain how you meal prep. If you are somebody that likes to knit, like explain how did you get started knitting? Or how to get started knitting. If you're somebody of faith, teach them about how to get started in their own faith. Teaching people, we want to educate and provide value. That's around like one of our 5 things.
Can I put in, because my idea goes with this.
Oh, perfect. Go ahead.
So teach them your daily routine real quick and present a call to action towards the end, asking them what their routine looks like, or if they have one, or if they plan or have wanted to establish one.
That's awesome. Or like, here's a good tag. Here's a good tagline that you can use on Instagram. If you're just doing a picture and you're talking about teaching something, like if it's health related or whatever, say something like this, like health advice, save this if blah, 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 or save this for when blah, blah, blah. So if like you're teaching about how to overcome anxiety, you could say like mental advice, save this for any time you feel overwhelmed by your anxiety. And because when people save your posts on Instagram, that will improve your reach, that will improve your engagement, that will improve everything. So that's a good tagline that you can use. Thrive. Talk about what were financial pain points before you started Thrive. So maybe it was like even the simplest of things, like ignoring your bills, because that was my life before, like just ignoring and hoping they would go away, but that does not happen. Maybe it was even as simple as like buying diapers on a regular basis or getting the groceries that you wanted. Like just talk about what were the pain points you experienced before. And this kind of relates to the sidewalk person as well, and to the person that is in the slow lane, because they're just needing proof that you have something that's going to solve whatever pain point they're in currently. So we want to paint that picture with their business. Like, don't just like post a picture of your paycheck and be like, it's payday, woo. People don't give a shit that you get paid every week, you guys. They care about you relating to a problem that they've had and what we have as a solution. Like, cool, we get weekly pay, but like, what is it going to do for somebody? That's the thing. Like, half the stuff that I look back on that I posted, I'm like, nobody gives a shit about this. Why did I post that? Nobody cares about who your CEO is, or that you get a weekly paycheck, or that whatever. They want to see what you have as a solution to what they have a problem with. So that's for Thrive related. And a good prompt you could use if this is going to be your Instagram, double tap if you've ever had a hard time on Instagram, because you want them to hit that heart. Double tap if you've ever had a hard time paying your bills. Double tap if you've ever struggled with buying diapers or whatever it might be. Call to action in the beginning. Stories. We're going to give people proof that are on the slow lane. Bring people through your story, or highlight a friend or leader in the business and what their story has been. So like if you don't have a compelling enough story yet, because maybe you're new, you can borrow someone else's testimony. It's called third-party validation. We need to do that all the time, whether it's in three-way messages or sharing stories from other people. So what bringing people through your story might look like is an unfold that you do in your story. So that's like taking a picture for you, talking briefly about your pain points. Like I covered this in the Instagram training that we did. So you can definitely go reference that. And I'll post, I think I might post it into Dream Team so that all of you can have that. But do an unfold or interview a leader of yours and ask them like, what was your life before and how has Thrift helped you get to the point you are now? And then create an unfold for their story. Like in the way you could take that as like, so many people have, this business has helped so many people make a change in their life. Here's my friend, tag them in your stories, either on Instagram or on Facebook, and then do their unfold. Yes, I will. And then a real idea is teach people how to do something. And the best time to do that is at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. So this is where pre-recording a bunch of reels, switch your outfits will come in handy because, and you can save them to your drafts.
Yes, dude, this helps so much.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You just got me really excited. Like people don't realize that they can do that. I didn't. Like I never thought of that. Like get, set several outfits aside. I mean, even if you're putting on the same pair of jeans or leggings, switch out your tops and just record all of your reels on one day and boom. Oh my gosh, y'all, I did that. Oh, it is so helpful. I'm so sorry. Like I said, you got me so excited.
No, I was going to just pass it over to you anyways.
But yeah, so it's really crazy too how you said something about a hard call to action. I forgot exactly what, but that was my tip for the TikTok. Make sure you present a hard call to action for people to follow you. And Megan just gave a bunch of good ideas like follow me if, or like this if, or if you can relate, share this with, you know what I mean? Like that's a hard call to action. Like you are telling people what they need to do with that piece of content.
Can I add something to that? Because I follow
Yes.
Jasmine Star, and she talks about like one of the reasons you might not be getting an engagement on your posts is because you have to teach your audience how to engage on your stuff.
Yes, exactly. I think that's where I seen it from too. I think I seen her post or her video about that. But yeah, exactly. So that was my tip for Tuesday.
Perfect. Right in alignment. Awesome.
I know.
9 a.m. is the best time to post reels on Tuesday. We're educating people on Tuesday. Wednesday is tell. Share something or 5 things about you that people might not know. I know we put this for last week, but I can guarantee a lot of people didn't do it. So share something. And I know you had a different idea, right, Star?
Yes. You want me to share it now real quick?
Yeah, you can share it right now.
Okay, so Facebook alternative, share a special memory that you cherish that's helped you become you, or that maybe has helped you through the hard times, like something that you can look back on. Like, for example, if there was a teacher that touched your life and you'll never forget, the wisdom that they poured into you on that day, tell your audience the story about that and how it has helped you in the present.
Perfect. And that's telling. So that's perfect.
Exactly. And then for TikTok, present 3 apps you personally use that could help your ideal customer. And then you can repurpose that in an Instagram reel if you decide to post one that day, or maybe even a post. Like you can always change. Like you don't have to take your TikTok and bring it to Instagram in the form of a video. Just like with your posting, like you can take a post that you did in the past and make it into a story or make it into a TikTok. Like you don't have to just keep it one format.
For sure. So Thrive, how we have to separate ourselves. So how are our products or business different than anything else? Like what sets us apart? So you can talk about how our business is completely free to run and you're thankful for that because maybe you came from a different company where you had to pay every month and you always felt like you were behind the eight ball. Or maybe you when you first started this business, you were struggling financially and didn't have the extra money to pour into like fees and a website and all that stuff. For the products, you can talk about like, I used to take drugstore vitamins and they never did anything for me. Or like, I used to take another product and I never felt it working for me, or shake or whatever. Like, talk about what makes our products so different. We have to show people why our stuff is different so that they buy our products. And there's, like I said, we got to shut out all that noise. There's so many shakes. There's so many like health companies. There's so many business opportunities. Like, what makes ours unique and special that would make somebody want to be with us or use our products? Story.
And that's going back to showing authority. Yes.
And then your stories is going to address the authority thing too. Again, on your stories, you're going to have to talk about how you help your customers or like people in your business, and what makes your experience unique. Like, what is different from you than anybody else, any other thriver, any other person in business, anyone that has products to sell. What makes you different? Like, how do you take care of people? So like I said before, for your products, you could talk about how like you can send out thank yous that day and like be like, hey, I'm getting ready to send thank yous to all my customers. So if you're a current customer of mine, expect a gift from me and a thank you. Or like, if you don't have extra products to give, just like say, expect a little thank you from me. Like, it's important to me that I thank the people that have trusted me with their health journey. People like feeling appreciated. If it's business related that you want to touch on, talk about what kind of community you've built with your team. Why is it different with you? Do you talk to your team on a daily basis? Do you help them plan their weeks? Do you help them? Do you really take the time to understand what their goals are and really try to help move them forward towards their goals? Do you have specified training that nobody else has? Like, set yourself apart, and you're going to have to talk. So don't be afraid. I'm giving you a couple times for you to step outside your comfort zone this week and talk in your stories. Reels. This is the best day to post your reels. That's been proven. The best times are 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and 10 o'clock p.m. Find a funny reel. So like, take 5 minutes, set a timer, or you can get sucked in and just look through some examples of reels and find one that you think is funny and just mimic it or recreate it to do with you. So like, for instance, I saw a reel with somebody that had a big check, and the audio that they had with it was so funny. And I have a big check from when I earned a bonus last time. I'm like, ooh, I am stealing this. And I got so much feedback from it. It was really funny. It made me laugh. I showed it to my husband. It made him laugh. So we want to entertain people. Like, you don't want to just educate all the time. Like, you want to keep people entertained as well. So find one and recreate it. Like, you don't have to, like, again, recreate the wheel and like come up with your own funny thing. Like, you can repurpose other people's content too.
Yeah. And put your own authentic spin on it.
Mm-hmm. So like, Star did one that was like about laundry. What's it like to like wash and fold and put away your laundry all in one day? And she's just like dumping her basket of laundry on her bed, and she's like, I guess we'll never know. And it made
that was hilarious. But guess what? That wasn't me. Like, I seen somebody else do it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's totally like my life. So I recreated
and it's so many other people's lives, so it's relatable.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And
shut up, Mom.
So if you can go into reels, you're like, if you want, you can go into my reels and look at my ideas. Like, I've done a couple of funny things. Go into Stars, get some ideas. But like, I did another one that was talking about like, what do we do when we're sad? And then it was like add to cart. Because like emotional, shocking retail therapy, if you will. So many people relate to that. So anyways, so that was Wednesday. Now we're going to move on to Thursday. I'm going to try to quickly go through the last of these. Engage. Ask people what is their favorite XYZ. Maybe it's you're looking for something specifically, or maybe you just want to get to know, like, what's your favorite thing to do in the winter? What's your favorite food, like thing to cook quickly? What's your favorite workout? What's your favorite legging brand? Like whatever is relatable to you. Do you want to add anything to that?
Dang it, if I can unmute myself. Nope.
Perfect. Thrive. Again, we are gonna demonstrate proof for the people that are in the slow lane and potentially in the fast lane. Show before and afters, either yourself or other people. If you don't have a compelling enough before and after photo, use someone else and tag them. There are so many people in the Dream Team or in Thrive to Survive or whatever group you're coming from that have amazing testimonials. If you feel like yours isn't compelling enough yet, dude, use somebody else's. Like I used Ashley Size not that long ago, and I actually got a customer off of it because I talked about how Burn was helping me, and then I talked about how it was helping her. So it's proving that it's not just me that it's working for, but other people as well.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? A before and after doesn't necessarily have to be of your shape or your hair length or anything, or the way your skin looks or anything like that. A before and after can be dig in your pictures from the past. Find a picture that you look absolutely exhausted in, and then go take another picture and show how absolutely vibrant you are now and how full of life you are. That right there, that speaks a gazillion words all in itself.
And you can see the difference.
Yeah, word up, you can. I mean, just
like I look back at my memories and I'm like, holy shit, I look tired.
I look miserable. Like, was I even living life? Nope. Am I now?
No, we weren't. We were surviving or attempting to.
Yep, exactly.
Stories, testimonials. Again, either like a customer that you have, maybe it was a sample you sent out, or a promoter you have, like how the business has helped them, even if they're just talking about like community and it's not even financially related. If you have a customer, ask them, like, what do you love about your Thrive most? Screenshot the message, post into your stories, because people, again, need proof that this is going to be the thing that can help them. And sometimes it needs to come from a third party. So showing your customer testimonials, showing it like another promoter that's on your team and like how they like what they love about the business. Reels idea. Thursdays, 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 7 p.m. 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 7 p.m. Did you know is what I title it as, so that you can say like, so for example, I saw one that was talking about like, did you know something about like only X amount of chemicals are banned from blah, 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 blah in the United States. What you could talk about is like, did you know for products wise that the vitamins you get from the drugstore are filled with fillers? Or did you know that their absorption rate is only XYZ? Did you know that your body needs both pre and probiotics? Did you know that
did you know that coffee is absolutely horrible for your body? And no, I'm not talking about the caffeine side.
Right, like any like sort of fact that either shows like the other ways that they're doing things and how they're not beneficial, or the ways that we're doing things and how they are beneficial. This can be business related too. Did you know that this percentage of women that are millionaires are in network marketing? Did you know that if you have a business, you can write off da 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 da? I would make sure that you consult a tax person before you like say that. But did you know that I don't know, whatever it might be, that people that are wealthy have more than one stream of income? Like anything that is going to be like a kind of like a fun fact that helps prove either why what they're currently doing isn't working or why what we have will help them. So Friday, or did you want to add anything? Yep.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. So for just an alternative Facebook idea, or you could make this into an Instagram post if you used a reel the day before. Because like Megan said at the beginning, she does not recommend doing a reel every single day. So a confidence post pertaining to the business or the products, like how can they, get through the fear of starting? And honestly, I did post this, I think it was on Thursday. But you can go over like here's 3 ways you can overcome it. Take the first step, get over yourself, control the controllables. So that's a good idea for posting. And then for TikTok, you can do how I like for what I did, like how I achieved blank with blank, or how I achieved blank without blank. So I switched it up just a little bit. On my TikTok, you'll find how I found motivation when I was at rock bottom. And then I use that as a reel as well. Show your ideal client a win and how they can have that win as well.
Awesome. Friday, we're going to inspire or educate. Live. Do a live, talk about something in self-development that you've learned and how it has helped you. So maybe it's like something you learned in a book, or it can be an experience where you've learned something like Star had said before. You can talk about like, this is something that a teacher or a mentor or something, or somebody told me once, and this is how it's helped me. Did you want to add something? I saw you.
Yes. So I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to mute myself and unmute. Anyway, so for Friday, we've been doing, when I say we, like me and my team, we've been trying Freebie Friday. So this past Friday, I had a very successful Freebie Friday post. What I did was I did a fill in the blank. It was a part of my challenge, but I did it like fill in the blank for the giveaway. So make sure that the blank pertains to them. So people love to talk about themselves. They love to give their opinions. So mine was, I own a ridiculous amount of blank. Y'all, 18 free accounts.
And if you want matches on anyone on your team that hit a bonus, you need the free accounts.
Yes, exactly. And then I'm going to give away a mini post. I mean, a mini sample. It doesn't have to be a mini. It can be, a packet of rest, or it can be a black label. It can be a recharge. It can be whatever you have. And if you don't have anything on you, maybe reach out to your upline and see if they can help you with it, or even if it's not something Thrive related, like maybe like a journal or something along those lines.
Yeah, and I have Thrive sample post as an alternative. So, but I like the Freebie Friday. I totally forgot that you did that.
Oh, it's okay, guys. I have like over.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. And make sure that you guys talk about the product giveaway. And I didn't do this on Friday. I totally should. I just thought about this when I was writing my notes of what to go over today. After you do that post, wait maybe like an hour or so. Make sure you're immediately able. So like put time aside to be able to immediately respond to people when they do reply. That's another thing that helped keep my post very lively throughout the entire day, even on until yesterday. And I'm still getting some comments. So talk about the product, whatever you're giving away. So like, let's say you're giving away 3 packets of rest. Talk about rest in your stories. Yes, talk about it, like actually get on the video. There's a hand-free option. If you guys hold down, when you put it on hands-free, if you hold your finger down on that camera button, it'll even give you a timer. It'll give you a 3-second timer before it starts recording. And then at the end of that story, on that 4th slide, do leave them with a call to action to go participate in that post. So they have their, opportunity to get into your giveaway.
Yes. And here's the thing. If you're doing a product giveaway or you're talking about samples, You guys, we've just set up the whole week where we've been giving them proof. We've been giving them testimonials. We've been giving them third-party validation. It's the perfect time for you to introduce that because you've been dripping on them all week.
Yes. And maybe if you do decide to do rest, maybe share bits and pieces of like stories from rest throughout the week. And then boom, on Friday, you post a giveaway for rest. And you've been leading them up to that point. Like they're really curious at this point, you know what I mean? But they don't know if they want to actually, make the dive and buy the whole month's worth. So boom, here's your opportunity to win 3 nights.
Yes. Stories I just have talking about it, like Star had said. Reels. Do you have anything for TikTok for Friday or Reels?
Yeah. The yep, nope sound. And you can do it with anything. The one that goes like, yep, nope, yep, nope, So, like yesterday I did it for, not yesterday. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. I'm so backwards on what my days are. Oh goodness gracious. You guys love me, right? So, I did it based on the business. So, should I pay fees to sell my products or to sell products for my company? Nope. Should they offer me and my customers free product monthly? Yep. Do I get paid monthly? Nope. Do I get paid weekly? Yep. Do I have to add a lot of people a day and send scripted messages to strangers? Nope. Do I get to establish friendships and help people? Yep. Does that make sense?
Yep, that's perfect.
Yep.
Yep. Real quick, I know we're running over on time. We'll fastly, that's not even a word. We'll real quick go through Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is simple. You're entertaining, post something funny that relates to your 5 things. Thrive, show a household task that you're doing and how Thrive is helping you. So folding laundry, you are cleaning your kitchen, I don't know, whatever your household task is, because people are typically doing that on the weekends. Stories, take them through your day. Reels, ideas. 11 a.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. on Saturday. Again, find a funny reel and recreate it. People want to just be entertained on Saturday. They're usually consumed with like hanging out with their family and doing the things that they want to do. So they will spend some time on their phone, but typically it's not super engaging. It's just hopping on quick to be entertained. This will be recorded and uploaded in all of the pages underneath the thread of where I posted the Zoom link. Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah. So for TikTok, I have a pros and cons video. With anything, absolutely any topic whatsoever. Instagram, 2 tricks to reach your ideal customer's goal. You guys can refer to my Instagram post from yesterday. And it's actually on my Facebook as well.
Perfect. Sunday, connect with people. Ask people what they like to do on Sundays. So like asking your audience, this is a good way to get engagement. What do you like to do on Sundays? Like, what is your favorite thing about Sundays? Yada, yada, yada. Thrive, heartstring post, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. is the best time to post one of these. Go live and share your product story or make a long form post. A long form post is text related. So like a long text post. At that time, people are more open and receptive to read long posts, watch videos, and they're more vulnerable because they're getting ready to head into their week. So their mindset is in a different place. Like here's a couple examples of how to do call to actions. Like if you've ever experienced, double tap this. How to, or no, not that one. Yeah. Double tap if you've ever had experienced something similar. Blah, 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 blah. Stories, talk about how you plan your week. Guess what? We just did it for you because we do the Zoom every single week. So talk about other things that you do to plan your week too. Like, do you set up your meals for your family? Do you meal prep for yourself? Do you like write out your weekly schedule? Like, what does that look like? Because people, if we can help people be more organized, even if we're not always organized, at least the intention is in the right place. And then reels, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and 4 p.m. are the best times. And then I had a hardship you've overcome in a story with music in the background. Again, this time, like, don't recreate the wheel. Just keep doing the same things. It's like education, entertainment, relational for reels. Do you want to add anything?
Just another idea, Facebook family post, or just you doing something that you love. Instagram, you can do like a reel about, what people think they need versus what they really need to like achieve their goal. And then TikTok, bad advice that's typically given in your kind of business, to avoid if you want blank, like whatever that desired income is.
Perfect.
I mean, outcome, my bad. Sorry, brains on bonuses.
Brains on bonuses. Okay. So we got your whole week, and I'm going to stop the recording.